Hi everyone, my name's Anita, I'm the Violet Stitcher and welcome to my Floss Tube. This is Floss Tube number 25. Welcome to my existing viewers, thank you very much for returning, and also welcome to any new people who may have stumbled across my channel. I hope that you enjoy what you see. Please subscribe and like, comment, all that good stuff. Okay, cool. So I have a phenomenal number of finishes to show you. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I have 5 finishes. It's quite a lot. I don't think I've had so many finishes in 1 month before. I think it's because I've had all those goals at the start of the year and I've been working my way towards the end, finishing them at the end of the year, and it's suddenly all just snowballed and started. So let's start with finish number 1. Which is the Cat's Eye Nebula by Climbing Goat Designs. Here it is. This is for a friend, so I haven't fully finished it yet. I need to cover the back and all that stuff. But I added some beads here. The pattern calls for French knots, I think, but I don't like French knots, so I put beads in instead. And I think it adds a nice little amount of bling. It becomes a little bit more 3D. So yeah. So this is for my friend who likes cats and space. Perfect, I thought. So yeah, I have to finish that one off. Next finish was the one I finished this last night. I thought, yeah, I didn't think I was quite that close, but it turns out I am. And this is Violet by Nora Corbett. Hold her back here. She has quite a lot of purple beads. So just put her forward. Obviously no face because it's a Nora, so she gets to be slightly creepy. Yeah, she has a lot of these purple beads in her. Oops, no, here we go. In this middle portion, there you go. You can see, and at the bottom as well. There's quite a few beads there. And this is done on 28 count Opalescent from, let me have a look at my information, from Chromatic Alchemy, Freesia. And it's a piece of linen. I did all the beading from stash, so they are not the called for beads. Surprising no one, I had enough purple bead to do that. But I did choose similar colours apart from round the wings. This called for blue beads, but I had some galvanised green ones, which I thought matched her wings better. So that's what I went with. So I should be taking that to the framers soon. I will go soon. Because now I have a huge pile. I have this whole box now of finishes. Look. And it's almost full, which is a bit ridiculous. Oh, sorry, just joggled everything there. Anyway, so that's that one finished. Let's move that one. My next finish was Temperature Galaxy is finally done. Yes, it's only taken me 1.5 years. Oh, actually more than 1.5 years. So this one is also by Climbing Goat. Yes. Yet again, I substituted beads for French knots, as you can see. I put the key in the middle because it was annoying me that there wasn't a key. I've also marked the dates for my cat and my granddaughter when they were born in 2022, and I don't think I'm ever going to do another temperature chart again. Unless someone significant decides to be born. Yeah, that's it, I'm done. So also I'm going to finish this off in much the same way as the Cat's Eye Nebula one. It just needs a bit of lacing up and backing, and then hanging on the wall. What was the other one I finished? No, it's actually, oh yes, what have I done with that one? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I also finished Clumsy Witch, yes, from Cottage Garden Samplings. She is all complete. And as you can see, I put I finished off Sabbat last month I showed you, and then I added 4 rats that we had. Gusto, he is a bit out of proportion, but actually he was quite a large rat, so that seems fairly appropriate. It's very glittery, isn't it? Sparkly. Then over here we've got Hugo sitting at the bottom of the flag post there, because Hugo didn't really like people, so he's far away as possible. Diego, who was quite shy, but he got much less shy at the end. He's there poking his head around the pineapple. No, it's a pumpkin, clearly. And that one is Laszlo, who, he was a very antisocial rat. Albino, so he's got red eye there. So there you go. It's the whole tribe. So I will also expect I'll frame that and put that on the wall. That's an all year round thing, not just for Halloween. That one and that one. Oh, the swans. Oh, I realise I've left that somewhere else. One moment. Sorry about that. I didn't pull this out because I thought, well, I haven't started on the next one yet, but I have in fact finished the swans. So let me show you that. Another one by Cottage Garden Samplings. Oh, look at that! I've moved my snap to. So there we go. I finished the swans on that side, and I've put my frame all ready to start the reindeer on the other side. Now, someone asked me whether it was my idea to put them in this order, 4 lots of 3, and it is not at all. If you go to the Cottage Garden Samplings website, it will show you that there are several recommended layouts. One of them is this. You have 4 different colours of fabric, and you put 3 images for each season. And the other one is where you have all of them all on one piece of fabric, which I thought was going to be a bit too large, so I didn't do that. So yeah, that's the swans all complete. Quite happy with that. And I'm ready to start reindeer soon, possibly not this month. Not quite sure yet. So that brings me down to 19 whips. Oh, I did also start a few other things as well. Just zip that one up. Okay, so those are all my finishes. At some point they will be fully finishes. Back in the box. Oh, sorry about that noise. I just put that over there. Okay, so on to the whips. And my first one is going to be Dragon Clans. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. I have been working on this one now for 2021, 2 years now, 2 and a bit years. And this is where it was last time. Pull out of it. As you can see, I was working at the bottom. Just trying to get that bottom row complete. Right, and this is where it is now. Getting around. I'm going to have to move back a bit. Oops, let's remove that. There we go. You can see I've been working on threads everywhere. I've been working on the bottom part. There we go. Let's pull it closer. I'm working on the bottom part, this black dragon here, and the tail of the larger dragon comes round at the bottom here. So there's been a lot of blue and black until I got to this tail. I was like, oh, relief, but so much confetti. For some reason, this dragon here gets a little bit... I'm never going to get this. No. There we go. So for some reason, this dragon gets a little bit fuzzy at the bottom here, a bit blurred. I don't really know why they've chosen to do that. It's a bit of a shame. But maybe it's just because it's getting a bit too dark there to make anything out. This dragon here in the corner is also a little bit blurred. It's not quite as in focus. Oh, there we go. Red dragon is fine. He's doing okay. I think all the other dragons are fine. It's just that black one and that tiny one. So there we go. Have another look. And we are now at 76%. The end is in sight. There we go. Oh, it looks magnificent. Can't wait for this to be on my wall and finished. Not sitting in my box. It will definitely get framed quickly. So that's that one. Right, what have we got next? Oh, so I've been doing a little bit of Sky Queen for... Alright, yeah, let me show you what it's supposed to look like. It's from Willows Cross Stitch, and this is what it's going to look like when it's done. I am doing it on a multicoloured background. That is what it looked like last time. Sky Queen. I'm stitching this with Nitya from Daybreak Stitchery. Not quite sure how far she's got. Hers, I haven't seen you work on it for a while. And this is where I'm at. You can see the multicoloured fabric, and I've just been putting some stitches in here. Oh dear, it's getting a bit bleached out, isn't it? If I move back a bit, there we go. Yeah, I've just been putting a few more stitches into the wing at the top there. I think this is something I'm going to focus on next year to get this one finished. It'd be good to finally get past this top wing. Actually have a dragon. Oh, let's put the pan in as well. Cool. I'm working on that one today, so let me just put that there. Right, new start. New starts. Oh no, don't have the pattern for this. Where on earth did I put it? Let me show you the other new start first, while I try and remember where I put the pattern for the other one. So, first one I started is some tiny gifts for my friends. I'm going to make these into little ornaments, and it's a snowstorm of snowflakes by Climbing Goat again. I think it is, yes, Climbing Goat. So I have started on one of them. Which one is it? I think it's the top left-hand one. Or maybe it's the bottom. No, it is the top left-hand one, isn't it? And I've started using, so this is on 25 count, 1/1 navy Zweigart, some plain navy Zweigart, and I'm using colour variegated thread. Which one am I using? I pulled out a few. Oh no, I'm not sure. I think I'm using 67, DMC 67. Is that going to focus? It really doesn't want to, does it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, and I was going to do another one in DMC 93. Oh, that's come up better. Yeah. hopefully I can work out which one I'm stitching this in. I really should have made a note of it. That would have been helpful. Oh well. And the other new start, which I started, oh yes, I went to a stitch retreat. Let me just see if I've got the pattern in here. No. Oh yes, I do. Right. Yes, I went to a stitch retreat at the end of September, and which was organised by Sue. I've forgotten her surname, and you can find out the details on the Facebook group Bristol Cross Stitchers, which I set up, and it was great. I got to meet Jo from Blueshy Stitches, Megan from Coffee Crafts, Morty and Brom were there, a whole load of other people who I've completely gone out of my brain now. It was a really good day, very, very nice, and went out for a meal with some people as well afterwards, which was just to extend the fun. That was very good. Anyway, so I thought, seeing as I was on a Bristol Stitchy Day, I should start a Bristol Berry. So I started this one. You can see the one in the middle with the bee from Erica Michaels, Bristol Berries 2. And unfortunately, I was going to do it on 28 count. So I did a measurement, and I found that if I did it on 25 count 1/1, it would have been the tiniest berry in the world. I think it would have been 2 inches by maybe 3 inches, 2 inches by 3 inches, something like that. I think stupidly small. So I thought I'll do it 25 count over 2, which has made it quite a bit bigger. Oh, I'm still showing snowstorm of snowflakes, aren't I? Let's move that. So this is where I've got to, and I've done it on vintage grey Zweigart. You can see it's slightly mottled because I didn't want to do it on white. So I've practically finished. So I think I have another 300, 200 stitches there, and that's it, and it's done. So that was quite a good stitchy day. And I did, because I'm useless at starting a project, putting the first stitches in a retreat, because I'm so distracted by everything, I inevitably get it wrong. So someone said that the day before the retreat, or just before the retreat, they put in the first 10 stitches. Oh, that's an excellent idea. And you can still claim that you started it at the retreat or for the retreat or whatever. So that's what I did. And it made for a much more relaxed start. So I was quite happy with that. So yeah, that one will soon be done. And then I have to work out how on earth I make a berry out of that. Hopefully there are some tutorials online. I'm sure there are. If you know of a good berry stitching tutorial, let me know. Thank you. So those are my 2 new starts, but soon to be finishes, hopefully. Next one is Mixed Berries by Stanley Morrison. I can just find a picture. Yeah, here we go. So this is what it will look like when it's finished. You've got 5 lovely berry dragons, and I am starting in the middle with that strawberry one. And this is where I was at last time. You can see I was concentrating on his wing claws. And I'm finding it increasingly hard to put this down. So I think I may have to just indulge myself and focus on it next year. Which way around does this go? There we go. So that's where I'm at now. So I've done a lot more of the neck coming up to his head, and then a little bit more on his claw there, and a tiny bit of the wing. I'm doing all the fun stuff first. I'm going to have left myself with a lot of green wing to do. But yeah, I'm going up to his head. And there's this, when I've got to this bit, there's this bit attached between, it looks like it's attached between his body and his head. So if you go back to the picture, you never notice these things until you actually start stitching them. Oh, is it going to let me expand that? Oh, it is. So if you have a look in the middle there, you can see that he's got this thing attached to him. And I'm wondering why. None of the others have it. So it has to be something to do with the strawberry. And I know strawberries obviously send out runners. That's how you get more strawberry plants. Quite often you just plant one strawberry plant and then next year you have 5 strawberry plants surrounded by. So maybe this is the dragon's runner, and it's going to create more dragons. Oh, let's not go down that. That's just weird. Okay. Anyway, I was puzzled by what that is. If you've got any thoughts, let me know. But obviously, it's all. I don't know why I'm trying to find, rationality in a strawberry dragon, but that's how my brain was working with that. So, yeah. Anyway, that was that one. And I'm going to be working more on that this month because it's really quite cool. Let's put that one away. Next one, another dragon. This one is by Anne Stokes and it is enormous. It is Dragons of the Sabbat, and this is what it will look like. I won't say when it's finished because it's never going to be finished. This is what it was designed to look like complete. There we go. And I am still working in the centre. And this is where I was at last time. I was doing the blue around the pentagram. And now you'll be excited to learn I'm doing another colour of blue around the pentagram, which is even darker. You see this very, very dark blue, which I gotta say is a real pain to stitch on black. I've had to put a light underneath, put a light on top, and I'm just about getting there. Anyway, it comes in and fills in this hole here, this gap that was left. So I'm going around the circle, filling in the blue gaps in the middle, and the blue circle goes all the way around the edge. So I'll be doing that for another couple of months. It's lovely though. I am enjoying it. That's the main thing. It's got to be the main thing, given I'm never going to finish it. So that's that one. I'm stitching a lot of blue. Right. What have we got next? Oh, another dragon. This one is a tiny dragon. This is Dragon with Lighthouse. And this one is by, I think it's by SA Stitch on Etsy. I haven't updated my Notion. Should have done. More about that later. Anyway, this is what it will look like when it's finished. This one will get finished. I think I'll concentrate on finishing this one next year. This is where I was at. It's a very, very poor start. This is where I was at last time, and I haven't done a great deal. This one is not getting much love. I don't know why though. It is a great pattern. And which way up does that go? Oh, that way. There we go. It's got a little bit more of his face, and eventually I'll do his eye, and then it might even look a bit more like a dragon. Yeah. Anyway, this fabric is lovely. This is, what is this? 28 count, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look. Dragon with Lighthouse, open up. Yes, 28 count linen turquoise by Chromatic Alchemy. And it's a lovely peachy blue, well, turquoise really. There we go. Living up to its name. So that's that one. I think I only put about 100 stitches into that. Where are things? Yep. Not a dragon. There we go. So next one is Dalek, and this is by Thread Geeks, and the artist is written as Idea Marina. And I am, how far am I through that? I'm at 85% complete now, so we're on the home straight. And this is where I was at last time. I've got a zoomed in picture of the top because I'd done all of the bit below that. And here's what he looks like now. There we go. So he's got his arms, Morty. I've done his death ray arm and his manipulator arm. I had to look it up. And then I've just got the top to do. And I've done all these splatters. Yeah, he will be done by Christmas when I give him to my husband. It's getting quite good because it's shorter and shorter to go across now to finish it off. So I can see it almost complete. So I've got another 1,500 stitches at least to put in this month. Might be a bit more because I'm doing this game called Crazy Dominoes by the Semi-Sane Stitchers on Facebook. Just amuses me as I stitch. That's that one. Oh, I'm running out of space again. There we go. And this one, which is in my lovely dragon bag from Kaylee. Thank you, Kaylee. How lovely it is Dragon Pancakes. Dragon Pancakes, oh, so much more stitching than you think. Is here, and it's by Nadezhda Kazarina. Oh, I saw Morty stitching on hers at the Bristol retreat, so I'm not the only one that hasn't finished on the cell. So that's good. This is where I was at last time. I was concentrating on the strawberries at the bottom. And pancakes, so much pancake. And this is where I'm at now. I have finished the strawberries at the bottom and the honey dipper, and I've moved on to this corner here. I'm just back stitching these daisies and doing this side of the pancakes. Pretty much finished with the bottom, and then I can go up and finish the dragon wings and all that back stitching on there as well. So the back stitching really brings it to life. It's quite shocking how there's not really a picture. If you look at this bit, it's just sort of a blur of colours, and then suddenly you can see it's actually pancakes coming in. Continually surprises me. Okay. Anyway, it's looking lovely, and I might even get it finished by the end of the year. That is my plan. How far am I through on this one? Do I even know? Let's have a look. I think I'm 82% complete. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's put that in. Okay. Next one is a Dragon Beauty, which is by Anne Stokes. And oh yeah, that reminds me I was going to do something. Oh, I'll do it next time. This is one I started on my birthday last year, so we're almost coming up to a year of stitching where I haven't made much progress at all. Yet another one I should concentrate on next year. This is where I was at last time. You see, I started in the middle and I'm working downwards. And can you actually see much progress? Yeah, a little bit. I did some. There we go. See, I did a bit more of the tail on this side, and that green leaf coming through. Yeah. There's a lot of different greys on this one, but it's gonna be good once it's finished. Yeah, and I think I've done I'm up to a measly. Where am I? Dragon Beauty. There we go. Oh dear, 14%. That's where I'm at. Yep. Okay, tuck you in. Okay. Next one is a chatelaine. Oh, I think I might have left both my chatelaines at the end. Heart of Violets and Jade. Here is the dreadful out of focus picture. You can get the general idea. It's a heart of violets and jade, like it says. This is where I was at last time. I've done the right hand side of the heart. I'm just getting down to the bottom. And now, not a great deal of progress, but as you can see, I'm moving up the other side. I know, it is lovely. I do love how I love how it's coming out. Really nice. So yeah, I'm just doing this bit at the bottom, so I've finished going down as far as it goes, and then it moves up, and I don't think it's symmetrical, which is good. Yeah. And so that must be more than halfway, so although I've got the letters to do in the middle, which I haven't counted. And we're at 59% complete on that one. Oh, and that's on 28 count Linen Idyll by Chromatic Alchemy. Oh yeah, another chatelaine. This is the one I started off at the chatelaine retreat earlier this year. This is what it'll look like when it's done. Only I'm doing mine on blue. And this is where I was at. I'd done the whole, well, sort of the outline of the frame, and I was concentrating on the back stitch, the black work rather, at the top. And I spent ages. It takes ages to do all this black work. I'm not a speedy black work stitcher. And this is where this is the progress I've made. So yeah, it's not helped by the fact that the colour, the thread, is pretty much the same as the linen. So I step back a bit. It's going to be the shape of a wave, and it's there's 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. But I think I'm getting. It just makes my eyes go a bit cross-eyed after a while. But I think I'm getting better as I go. The problem is now I've got to this point and think, oh, maybe I should be doing it slightly differently. But of course, if I change it, it's going to look wrong. It's not going to match the rest of it, and I'm not unpicking. No, no, no. So we'll just have to carry on as we are. So anyway, I'm enjoying it. It's quite a lot of effort. Oh yeah. Phil will be doing that one for some time. Anyway, it's in my lovely octopus bag. Can you see it? Yes, there we go. Look, octopuses everywhere. Occasionally my bags match my pattern. And one left. Oh yes, and that was another new start. So last time, it's not a very impressive new start. So last time I showed you that I'd finished the bee mermaid for my friend, which I still haven't fully finished. got to get that done this month, haven't I? It's her birthday next month. Yeah, right. Okay, gotta get on with that. So I've started S Mermaid for my friend for next year. Not quite in those colours, but more or less. I've started on this piece of, yeah, you can't. So I've started in the middle. You can't really tell. Which way up is it even? Hopefully it'll be obvious when I come back to it. But I reckon it's this way up. There we go. So it's on a piece of Triton by Sparklies, which is a nice purpley blue bit of fabric. And I've started here, and that is the S, the middle of the S coming in. And the green is part of the mermaid's tail. So yeah, I think that's 100 stitches. It's not very many. So I'll do more of that next month. But yeah, so I thought I'd better make a start, put it on my whip list. And that is it. Yeah, I've sped through that. How long have I been? I've only been 36 minutes. Wow, I feel like I really sped through that. Sorry, possibly didn't say as much as I should have done about them. Never mind. So the next thing I wanted to show you is that I promised to put together a list of which projects I was going to be starting when next year, so that you could stitch some of them with me if you wish to. And also it helps me plan what I'm doing. So if I can just get my computer to work properly. No, that's excellent. Oh yeah, here we go. Right, so I'm going to try sharing my screen, which I've not done before. Hopefully that has worked and you can see my screen. So this is Notion that I use, and this is the page that I have published. I will share the link below. And as you can see, on the wish list, if you go to the wish list section, here are the list pictures of all the projects that... oh, it's not working. Why is that not working? Oh, that's interesting. So it doesn't work, it doesn't scroll with me. Oh well, okay, so hopefully you can see a snapshot here. This is oh yeah, all the dragons that I'm going to start next year, and I've put the anticipated start date on them at the bottom. So the first one, Here Be Dragons, is going to start on the 10th of February 2024. The next one, The Castle by Theresa Wensler. There's a Facebook sal for the leap year, and it's something like you have to stitch it, you have to pick a project that you are unsure about and that you will stitch within 4 years. So I'm not sure if I'm going to manage a Theresa Wensler in 4 years. I think that's a bit ambitious, but we'll see. So I've said I'd start that on the 29th of February, on a leap year day, and then I've put the others in a as thing as you go. And it doesn't show it here because it's not showing my screen like as I thought it would. Clearly I need to practice a bit more. But across the top you can also have a look at whips I have in progress, browse around, have an insight into my brain. Bad organisation. This is how I use Notion to organise my cross stitch life. Feel free to ask me any questions. Yeah, and please choose one or however many dragons that you would like to stitch along with me. I reserve the right to change the dates because when I feel like it, but I will try and give some notice if I do that. You'll see at the bottom, if you scroll down, enough, you'll see that some of them don't have dates on, and that's because I'm not sure when I'm going to fit them in. But I will do my best to do so. Some of them are quite small, so I might just decide to, I'll see how the year goes. I'll fit it in. So that's that. Okay, let's head back to the other setup. There we go. So that's all I have to say. Is that all I've done this month? I've been to a stitchy... Oh, triathlon. I did my triathlon. Yes, that was very painful. That is one of the most painful things I've ever done, and it's all my fault because I didn't do enough training. My friends, on the other hand, did plenty of training, and they were excellent, and they did their personal bests on the running and the swimming. They were all very excited about that, and it took me 2 hours to cycle 40 kilometres, which isn't very impressive at all. And I hurt at the end of that. So now, pretty much as soon as they got home, they were like, oh, let's pick another one for next year, Anita. I'm like, I'm still in pain. I can't think of doing another one. But apparently I'm being peer pressured yet again to do another triathlon. This time we're going to do a sprint and do the whole thing each, which is fine. So obviously I don't need to bother practicing for the cycling. It's the other two disciplines, the swimming and the running. I've been out for a run this morning. See, I'm starting my training early. I'm not leaving to the last minute, and it hurt. So we will continue to do that until it stops hurting. So yeah, that was my September. I know what month it is. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got this far, listening to me waffle on. Yeah, I think that's it. What am I doing in October? Not very much really. Nothing very stitchy exciting. I'll be stitching away and may get a finish, but I don't know. I've peaked now. That's 5 finishes, quite a lot. Right, sorry, I'm waffling again. Right, so thank you very much for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, and I will see you again at the end of this month or the beginning of next. Goodbye.